Welcome back to PSL Living. I'm Sarah Prohaska, your host. I'm here today with two ladies from the St. Lucie County Community Transit. We have Cathi Petagno and Murrain Dekle, and they're here to tell us about some public transit options for Port St. Lucie residents. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Now, let's just start off a little bit. Tell us what St. Lucie County Community Transit does. Or am I saying it right? St. Lucie County Transit.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
There we go.
Actually, we oversee the Treasure Coast Connector.
Okay. And that's the bus.
The bus system here in St. Lucie County that runs in Fort Pierce and in Port St. Lucie, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you just give us an idea of the scope of how many routes, how far widespread your bus service is in St. Lucie County, in Port St. Lucie and Fort Pierce? Because people who live in Port St. Lucie might want to get up to Fort Pierce and vice versa. So it's good that it all connects.
We even connect to Indian River County and Murrain counties now.
Oh, so great.
Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie, we connect down to Treasure Coast Square Mall to connect with the MARTI, which is Martin County's public transit, and then also up to Indian River County to GO Line.
Okay, perfect.
So, yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, so you really don't need a car to get to the mall or to the that's really great. I didn't realize you went out of the county like that. So it all does interconnect.
It does.
All right, perfect.
There's 7 different routes. Route 1 goes up and down between Martin County up into Fort Pierce, and routes 4, 5, and 6 are local here in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, and 3 are in Fort Pierce.
Where are some of the stops in Port St. Lucie that the system hits?
Actually, one of the ones that is Tradition.
Tradition, yeah.
Yes, out in Tradition.
Okay.
There's stops at the Met Stadium.
Great.
Okay, if you take Route 6.
Okay.
Right across the street here.
Across the street at the community center.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
perfect.
where the buses all meet up.
Okay, great.
At the intermodal.
You know, that just reminded me. I used to have a friend who would catch the bus at the community center. She would go to IRSC now, and that was how she got to school. So it was a great. Do you still go?
Yes, we do. The colleges, yes, absolutely.
So college kids who don't have a car or need that way to school, that's a great pathway or a great option.
We try to focus on activity centers, such as employment, schools, churches, shopping, different places that people would want to go rather than just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So that's the fixed route, what we call the fixed. Those are the big blue buses that, they have specific times and specific places. But we also have another service that's really popular that we wanted to talk about today. And then we call it the demand response. So it's a demand service that somebody would call and make a reservation. If you're elderly or disabled, you will qualify. So you go through an application process, and then it costs $1. It's a door-to-door service.
Wow.
So it's really popular here in Port St. Lucie especially, and we're getting ready to roll out some new hours of operation, so we'll be able to serve more people with those hours. And the number to call for that, it's 772-878-1-BUS.
Great.
And that's here in Port St. Lucie.
And that is, so they can call and they can go anywhere there's restrictions. There's got to be something.
In the county, right.
In the county.
So in the county.
But it's say they had a doctor's appointment. You would take them to their doctor's appointment. The library.
Shopping.
Okay.
A lot of just quality of life appointments. So a lot of the ladies like to go to the salon maybe once a week. Or so you could really go anywhere.
Even to visit, like if you wanted to visit your friends or not. They do that also.
So you would go to someone else's house? Wow, for $1?
$1.
Okay, that's a great service.
They're all ADA accessible also. So if somebody is in a wheelchair, we have the lifts and we're able to accommodate. The drivers are super friendly and they're very helpful. So, I would encourage people, just give it a try. A lot of people don't really want to try it because they feel uncomfortable doing something new, but they can bring a travel companion. We'll go out and ride the bus with them.
Absolutely.
Cathi does travel training.
I do,
Make them comfortable. Travel training, that's nice.
We go to like HOAs and teach people about the buses and such. So if there's somebody who would like for us to come and speak, we're more than happy to.
Okay, perfect.
To groups or community groups, whether it's a church or.
And like you said, the drivers, I'm sure they get to know them. So once they ride their bus for a while, and it becomes more comfortable. But getting on that first time, but once you do it, it's easy, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
But you said they're you're going to have expanded hours. So what are the hours now?
So right now it's 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
So our new hours will be 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Wow.
So we'll be able to service more people. A lot of times, people will say, well, I can't really go there because it closes at 6 or so. So we hope that will remove some barriers for people.
Exactly.
And we're hoping that's going to roll out in about 6 weeks from now. Okay. So probably mid-March.
Okay. Oh,
and
wow.
we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
We're looking for drivers right now.
Oh,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, so we're recruiting. Treasure Coast Connector.
There you
looking for drivers.
Call that same number. Right?
Yes, sure.
And also, there'll be Saturday hours.
Okay.
We don't have that as of yet, but there'll be Saturday hours.
That's perfect. Because that Saturday is the day a lot of the people like to get out of the house. And, but you said there is an application you have to fill out, correct?
There is. So there's a specialist, a person who will walk you through it. So a lot of people that may be on disability currently, they would just automatically qualify. But we just needed some documentation. It'd take them through the process. It'll take a few days.
Okay.
But once they're in the system, they're in for 3 years. Okay. And you don't have to requalify for 3 years. So it's fairly simple.
That's great. Okay. All right. So that is one really cool thing you guys have on the horizon. I know you've got a few things in the line. What's another thing that you're working on right now?
Okay. Well, we're working on.
I know the Route Shout app. To me, it sounded really like an interesting thing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course. Route Shout is an app that works along with our rider guide. Okay. And what you do is you put it into your cell phone, and then it will tell you all the different routes and what time the buses will be at the particular bus stops. It lists every single bus stop out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd be able to know,
exactly.
Like, there's a bus stop right by my house.
Yeah.
And there and abouts too.
Okay, and that's a free app, right?
It's a free app.
You just download it onto your
Route
phone.
Shout.
Okay, it's called Route Shout. Okay.
Yes.
And
it'll actually, I don't know if this is too small, but right here, this little.
Okay, we'll put it on the screen. We'll put it up there for you, and that's a place where they could go to find out.
When you're looking for apps, you'll be able to find it that way.
Okay, perfect, awesome. And then we also have, you're working on the Google Transit Trip Planner. What is that?
Oh, yes.
So a few months ago, the county went into an agreement with Google. So they've agreed to take all of our data from the system and launch it through Google. So anytime somebody needs directions somewhere, you put it in your phone. It will come up as a Google option in Google Maps, and you can select transit, the little bus, and it'll tell you where. So it's similar to the app that we have, but it will reach a lot more people because the majority of people, they're.
You can just do this on there. Just Google it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And it'll tell you which routes you need. Like if you had to take like the 6 to the 1, to like the 2 in case you were traveling to Fort Pierce. It would show you all the different and what times the bus came. It's really
and where they need to be.
Exactly.
What time they need to be there.
Put the address you're at and then when you're going to, and it'll pop it all up for you and generate it that way.
Wow. That's really great.
Yes.
Okay. That makes it super easy to ride the bus these days. It's not like you're having to look at what big complicated
maps.
It's not a mystery. So people, it will reach more people that way.
Okay.
They don't wonder, is there a bus actually coming? Is it going to stop and pick me up? What time is it coming? So hopefully it'll remove some of that mystery and people will start, trying it.
And the things people worry about why they might not take the bus, that take that away, say here, it's really easy. All you need is just have your phone with you.
Exactly.
So we have the rider's guide. Where can people find that? If they want they want to go the old-fashioned way and use the guide.
Exactly.
In Port St. Lucie, I know you said we have them at City Hall, right?
Yes, we have it at City Hall. We have them at your community center. Actually,
Well, we have about 20 locations throughout the county where we have these little kiosks. We call them stanchions. And so we replenish them every so often. And then like at City Hall, we don't actually have the kiosk, but we have a little area where they allow us to put some brochures. So we're always just distributing the information, but they could pick them up at our office in Fort Pierce or
Health Center.
Yes.
At the Fence Center?
Yes.
At the Fence Center.
Okay, great. All right, so I think we hit on a lot of the exciting things. Is there anything that I've forgotten or that you want to mention while we've got you here?
Yeah, the Youth Ride Free program. So we want to thank the Board of County Commissioners for this. It's been a program that we've had in place for over a year now, and it's being funded through the general fund with County Administration and Board of County Commissioners. So it allows for all kids 18 and under to ride the bus for free. So with their library card. So it's an initiative that was generated out of the St. Lucie County Roundtable, and we've seen an increase in summer reading program participants and various activities that the youth have been working on, a decrease in crime rates in Fort Pierce. So
and Port St. Lucie residents, it applies to, to us too, right?
Yes, because like even if the kids wanted to go out to the Carmike
movie theater,
movie
St. Lucie West,
the bus goes there.
And like you said, tradition if they want to hit, Target
and if
or
they,
go
or
shopping.
if they, get a part-time job or something, they'll be able to utilize these, this.
They just need to make sure they get a library card, right? So,
a library card or their student ID.
Oh, student ID.
Yes, either one will work.
All right. Well,
and their parents will like that. It saves them money.
It saves them money. Gas.
Gets them out.
Yeah, they don't have to buy them a car. That's great.
Insurance and such.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's really great. This is really good information for people who live in Port St. Lucie that, it's just an option we have that we don't have to use our cars. We don't have to use our own gas. We have... It's all laid out for us right here, and you hit all of our big spots in the city. So and then if they can apply and have that one-on-one, what was that?
The demand response system.
Yes. So that's another option totally out there for residents. So we really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Did I hit everything, or is there anything else that you want to?
Oh, we won't overwhelm you.
Hit you with, with stuff later.
And we'll definitely have you back on in a couple months once this is totally rolled out, and we can remind residents again that hey, these are some options for you. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And we'll be right back after these messages.